a second.
Alright.
Also, I forgot to put up last week's episode on YouTube. We were
Whoops.
doing so well. Damn it.
Oh, well.
Try and you try. And you
And,
try some more and then you fuck it up.
oh, well.
Just keep trying. It'll work out eventually.
Yeah. We'll get up eventually.
That's some life advice for y'all. And unless if it's like relationship. If someone says like no, don't keep trying. You can fuck on off with that.
That's when it's okay to stop trying.
Yeah. When someone tells you to stop trying, stop trying.
Yeah.
If it's
But
related
otherwise-
to them. If it's like someone saying like, nah, give up on your dream, then fuck them. But if they're saying, nah, don't fuck them, then don't fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
This is being life lessons with Shenanimegans. You can learn all these lessons and more by listening to us yell about anime and what the fuck, stop doing that anime. Like, the fact that next season has an Emoto show about twin sisters. Which one will he fuck? Oh no! Anime, why do you keep doing this to us?
Anime was a mistake.
Anime was a big mistake. That's something that should stop trying. Just please stop. Stop trying to make incest fun and relatable. It doesn't need to be. Stop.
Hopefully whatever fetish they latch onto next will be less gross than this one, you know?
I mean,
it always...
that we're into the horse girl phase, hopefully, now. The pony play stuff.
Yeah. I think that's better than Little Sisters, probably.
I mean, as long as the pony isn't the little sister.
True. Oh, anyway.
So, news. The first big news, coming to us straight from Kitsu.io, Yaoi on Ice, or Yaoi on Fire got announced.
Oh.
That's totally original. Our source is DeviantArt Originals. Sorry, this is my favorite April Fool's joke. Fucking Yaoi on Fire.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's clever. And the fact that they even came up with, like, from the combined creators of Yuri on Ice and Legend of Korra, it's Yaoi on Fire. Coming off a bad breakup, Mei returns to her home on the Polynesian-inspired fantasy islands known as Yaoi. When superstar fire dancer Val notices her moves in a club, Mei gets her group back, learning the traditional art form. But as the competitions heat up, she finds that she got more than she bargained for in her tantalizing new teacher. Like, holy shit, that's such a well-written fake...
Yeah.
Like, God, I'd fucking watch that. It sounds like such a wonderful meme.
Oh, totally.
Come on, make it happen. Could you imagine if someone sent this to the creators of those two shows and they actually did make it happen? Just like a 5-minute special? It'd be amazing.
That would be great.
Someone do that. Someone go beg them. Someone start a Kickstarter or something. You know?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, on to actual news.
Actual news.
We got a ton of manga licenses. It's awkward because there's some that we can't be sure are real. I'm pretty sure anything released on April Fools isn't, like the Tube Song, The Melancholy of Deflation. Tube Song.
Yeah.
A wacky inflatable tube salary man loses his job at a car dealership. Life just leaks out of him. Like, that's gotta be fake.
Yeah.
What if it's not? Could you imagine if it wasn't? Like, they would have played everyone.
That would be great. Yeah.
But the real licenses we got from Young Press is this Chojin Koko Seitachi wa Isekai Demo Yo de Ikinuku Yodesu? I think this is the one where it's like, do you want to fuck your mom?
Yeah. It says, do you like your mom? Her normal attack is 2 attacks at full power.
Yeah.
That sounds like some mom stuff.
It's Isekai mom fucking. It's Isekai Oedipus complex.
Great.
Anime, we just asked you to stop, and I didn't mean go for the mom instead. God damn it.
Yeah. This is like some real monkey paw stuff. We say, don't go for the little sisters. They go for the mom instead.
Yeah, yeah, it's like Make the Wish. Stop the little sister incest. Okay, it's mom incest. It's like, that's not better.
Oh, no.
That's not better, god damn it.
That's not what we meant. No.
I mean, I'm watching and reading Citrus, so I can't talk. I'm a hypocrite. I'm scum.
Yeah.
I am part of the problem.
Yeah. Oh.
But they also licensed Hakume Tomikochi, which the anime just aired and no one talked about, but apparently it was really, really good. It's exclusive. I didn't watch it. My biggest excitement, Chio-chan no Tsugakuro, or Chio School Road, got licensed. I can't wait to own this. And I'm so excited for the anime coming up. I don't think it's next season. I think it's the season after. I can check. I think it's summer 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's summer 2018. July. It's gonna be so good. We showed the trailer like 2 seasons back when they first announced it. I'm so excited for it. It's finally coming out. And then what else did they get here? Some interspecies reviewers that looks like call girls of different races, I guess.
Superhuman high schoolers are in another world but seem to be living in comfort.
Wait, what are you reading?
It's at the bottom before the synopsis. It has that after the Japanese name. I guess it's going to be the English name. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking at the next manga. The
oh, oops! I skipped ahead. I was reading the wrong one.
I'm talking about the one where it's like a red light district for monster girls. And you're talking about like high school girls living a comfy life or something. Like, wait, what?
No, no, that one's for the Chojin Koko Saitachi one.
Listen,
no.
Okay. If it was
If it was that would be very strange.
If it was high school girls hiring monster girls or red light district, like that sounds like fantasies of a lot of my friends. I'm not gonna lie. That's like what they wanted when they were in high school. They're like, I'm gay and I need monster girls in my life, and I fully understand that.
Yeah.
But still, that'd be a little young. But it's anime, so of course it'd be high schoolers.
Yeah, of course.
And then, yeah, the next one looks like some kind of harem thing. They build a nuclear power plant in a world without electricity. Control the economy. There's 7 high school students. How the fuck do they make a nuclear power plant? I can't already. It's like,
no.
Where do you get the plutonium for it? Like, where do you get the development and the equipment to safely produce uranium rods without just having everyone die of radiation poisoning? It's not possible. I guess there's magic and shit, but still. Maybe they just have a bunch of like magic creatures tied up on sticks and are using them as uranium. That would actually be interesting. That'd be like a fucked up twist. I'd be into that. It'd be like fucking Chaika's ending all over again.
Oh, yeah.
God, that was such a fucked up ending for no reason. I still don't get that decision. It's just like, they're all dead now, but hey, you feel for these characters who just brutally tortured and killed a bunch of girls.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, God. I like kind of forgotten about that, but now, yeah, that was awful.
Speaking of depressing things.
Yeah.
Actually, we have more news first. I forgot. I added the
we
other.
do.
Damn it.
Damn.
We'll bring back up the depressing things. Vertical licensed manga too. There's some other ones too, but we didn't get them all. But they licensed Katanagatari, which is a Nisio Isin. Niso Isin. How do I say Nisio Isin, even though it's Nis Oisin? The creator of the Monogatari series. It's like a samurai thing. We've talked about possibly watching the anime before for book club, so I thought people would be interested because it sounds cool.
Yeah.
10 volumes. And Vertical's going to license it, which is interesting. it's interesting seeing them license more stuff because they don't license too much manga. They've started to do more. Like Nishijo went really well for them, and it looks like Flying Witch is doing well, so they're starting to do more. But their
Hmm.
stuff is usually like more artsy stuff or like more out there, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like they also got The Dark Maidens, which is I think this is actually a novel, not just an anime. I think this is a light novel.
Hmm.
But it's like where people died and it's a mystery around their death.
Mm.
There, yeah, it's like all the people in the club write a bunch of stories about their death to try to figure out who among them murdered them. So it sounds actually
Huh.
really interesting, but really dark.
Yeah.
And
That sounds
then
kind of cool.
I think it's another novel, Serial Killer Detective. I think this is a novel, not a manga, too.
Yeah.
And I think apparently there's a live action of it, and I think the script for the live action is written by Mario Kata. I don't know who wrote this. Who wrote this? Why
Mm.
is it not
Which
saying
one?
who wrote this? The last one.
Serial killer? I don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't say serial killer detective. It doesn't say who fucking wrote it. That's weird. But
Yeah, that's odd.
alright. It's something about a serial killer detective. No
Yeah.
offense. I don't
Detective by
want
day,
like
serial
a
killer by
serial
night.
killer that's catching and killing other serial killers. I've got
Hmm.
Murcielago already, and it's way more over the top and gay than anything else ever will be. Like, it's such a series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, so that's all the news. So now we can get on to the depressing stuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That Gunslinger Girl finale. Do we want to talk about that
Yeah.
now or the Matoi first?
Uh, yeah, we can get into Gunslinger Girl first, I think.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, that was just kind of depressing. Like, clearly it seems that they were like, alright, gotta, like, it needs another season. They can't end
Hmm.
it, or they can't. I don't know. It was just, there was nice parts and not nice parts. It was
Yeah.
depressing. That's pretty much it. It was just kind of depressing.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's just a sad finale to a sad show or sad
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
Um, I liked the episode. I felt it did better. Is more encompassing and a stronger send off than the other girl who died, and then most of the early episodes that tried to go, look how fucked up and sad it was. It is. It's like it
Hmm.
actually properly showed it, and like I
Yeah.
really kind of felt sorry for Angie and also the handler, because they did a good job of building up her story, like even though it's subtle,
Hmm.
like
Totally.
the subtle details of him looking for the dog because he knows she doesn't have long and stuff, and
Hmm.
all that fine
Yeah.
detail.
It's like
She asked
this.
for the pizza, the pasta story.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. This episode was kind of what the series should have been more like.
Hmm.
Was they finally kind of delivered on it? I think.
Unfortunately, they dropped the whole ball with the plot thing, but
Yeah.
because they like started going, yeah, okay, we're gonna have plot now. No, we're just gonna go back to depressing episodic, but good depressing episodic. And it's like, okay, I
Hmm.
guess, but
Yeah.
there's a bit of plot enough to keep it going. Basically, how much they needed. So
Yeah.
I do think the second half of this series was far better than the first half.
Oh, definitely. The first half just felt so like meandering and all over the place and way too disconnected from everything.
Yeah.
Whereas the second half, they started to have something going on.
Yeah, it had real cohesion, I think.
Yeah.
Uh, I was really confused when she's like humming Beethoven, and it's like, no, no, and starts singing. I'm like, that's the actual words to it, because like you always hear them sing it, but I've never actually heard someone say the words to the lyrics
Yeah.
for Beethoven. I always only hear the like gospel choir singing, where it's hard
Hmm.
to understand what the actual words are. I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
I can understand. Well, I
Huh.
can't because it's German, but
Yeah.
I can see it.
I, I could almost understand this. I could
I
potentially
I can
understand them.
understand this as good as I can understand Dragostad Dinte now. Ooh.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what the fuck is that song? It's like, that Numa
Yeah.
Numa song.
Yeah.
The old memes.
I gotcha. Yeah. Man, that is really old now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Good
it's like
old,
15 years old.
I think it's from 2003. Good old Romanian
Oh,
pop
jeez.
hits.
Yeah.
The lyrics are so weird. I had no idea, but Romanian sounds kind of like a mix between German and like Asian influences, like those languages in
Hmm.
pronunciation. Anyways, this is a really weird
Anyway.
tangent. Um,
Yeah.
the Numa Numa song is anime.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I don't know. I thought this was a good ending to the episode and of the season.
Yeah, they obviously couldn't try to push more plot into it. They had to find a way to end it. And the fact
Yeah.
that they have another season might make up for the lack of plot ending, so
Yeah.
can't be that angry at them.
I think this was kind of the best episode they could do considering what the season had done before this, since it was like all of the other plot stuff had kind of been wrapped up, because they're like, oh, the Elsa and her guy died, and they figured that out, and then it's like, well,
They still had the
we're not
bomber
gonna.
people, but
Yeah, it's like they could have tried to do something with that, but
they
I think it's better
probably,
that they did this instead.
yeah, they probably would have needed more time, that's probably what the second season's about.
Yeah, probably.
I'm still on the news page. I should actually go to
Oh,
Gunslinger Girl. Oh, we didn't talk about what we
whoops.
watched this week either.
Oh,
We'll do that
you
after.
do that after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after. Because we can do that and then talk about what we're going to do next week.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, I gave the series a 6, which at the start I was going to give it a 4. So that's not bad. It definitely improved.
I gave the show a 7 because although I like to think it should have 7 problems, but it was pretty good.
Yeah. I think the fact that the beginning
Hmm.
just had like I couldn't like so many of the characters because of the beginning. I just couldn't relate to any of it. Like I couldn't empathize with so many of the characters.
Yeah.
And the fact that all of the characters seem to have the same issue of, well, I just want my handler to love me, and there wasn't very much like, not many of
Yeah.
them had a different or unique look at it. It was just the difference was how the
Yeah.
handlers looked back at them, and that kind of was kind of boring and felt
Mhm.
wasted.
Yeah, all the girls kind of felt pretty samey in some aspects.
The only ones who didn't really were Triella, who kind of like also would like give away information and looked after them because I guess she's realized the most. Rico, because she's the only one who still has all of her memories, and
Hmm.
oh no, what's her name? The girl with the glasses, because her handler is dead already. Like,
Oh, Clace.
yeah,
Or no,
Clace. Those are the
Angelica?
three most
Yeah,
interesting of
Clace.
the girls.
Yeah.
And Clace and Rico actually end up getting very little time after. Rico got some time in the beginning, and then it was all just none until
Yeah.
the end.
Rico was in like the first couple episodes consistently and then just wasn't in anything
Yeah,
for
and
the rest of
Claze was like shown in one episode near the beginning, and then just like 2 episodes near the end, which was
Yeah.
unfortunate because they were some of the stronger characters. Though I
Yeah.
think Henrietta was a strong character, but when you have Angelica and what was her name? The one who
Elsa?
Elsa, yeah, when you have those two basically just be carbon copies to show
Yeah.
the different paths she could take with her issues, it was like
Yeah.
not as interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So do you think you're gonna watch the second season of this?
I probably won't.
Yeah.
I don't think, as much as I'm like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen with the bombers.
Mhm.
I don't think they need 12 episodes to pull that off, and that makes
Yeah.
me not want to have to sit through more meandering than they might possibly pull out.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna watch it and I'll let you know if it's worth watching.
All right. I
Yeah.
might watch it if you say it's good. But
Yeah. Hopefully it will be. So I've heard some little bits about it, and it seems like it has a more coherent through line for it all.
it was
So
made a few years later, wasn't it? Like this was
I think
2003.
so.
Let's see, season 2. 2008. So yeah, it was made 5 years later.
Yeah, that's a pretty big gap. Huh.
Just looking at the main art here in the
Yeah.
synopsis, it looks like it's very Triella focused, which as one of the more interesting characters, that could be more interesting.
Hmm. Yeah, that would be
It'd be
good.
kind of weird with how much they built up Henrietta, though, for her to just become, like, not main.
Yeah, that
Although,
would be
it does
weird.
still have her as main. There's Clace.
Yeah.
Apparently, Angelica is still a main character in this. I don't know how that. Maybe
Mm.
she didn't die? Or maybe this is from before.
Oh, maybe.
I'm not sure. There's a few ways. I don't
Or maybe there's some.
see Elsa in the character list here, but I'm not
Oh,
going too
yeah.
far because I don't want
Wow.
spoilers.
Yeah.
But
Also was also barely in the first season, so I can't imagine they would have her be
yeah,
anything in the second.
like she's dead for sure. I don't think Angelica was confirmed. Like I'm pretty sure she
Yeah.
died there at the end, but they could just
Yeah,
pull a.
that's
No, she didn't. We found a treatment. Oh,
might be like flashbacks or something.
it has a lower rating surprisingly, but
Mm. That's not very promising.
yeah, but that
I
might
guess it's
be
not by
because
much
people
though.
are into that meandering slow
Yeah.
type. Although the first one was by Madhouse. This is by a studio called Artland.
Oh.
It's the studio that did Mushishi. I would assume they'd be good if it was more episodic.
Hmm.
They also did Ginga Ayu Densetsu. So, I mean, like, I would... Macross, I would trust this studio to at least
Yeah.
make it an interesting plot. But, again, if people are into it more for the, like, depressing kind of episodic nature, they might not take to an overarching plot as much, but...
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'll let you know. I'll do some investigating. I'll let you find out.
All
I'll
right.
let you know how it is.
So do we want to talk about what we watched, or do we want to talk about Matoy next?
Let's go ahead and do Matt Toy.
We probably messed up our order.
Yeah.
I had
since
such
we've-
a good carryover, and then it just wasn't. Why is... Okay, the OVA... The OVA has a 666 score. I understand why. This whole episode was just that everyone shits on Matoy episode.
Yeah.
Her mom is fucking terrible. What the fuck? I thought it was gonna be something cute. I was hoping like if fucking Clarice like introduced them to Floor or something. Is like Floor's recovering and stuff, and it was just them later, more grown up and having dealt with it. It would have been so nice. Instead, we have her mom like selling her off to make money so she can go travel and shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Though the Ghostbusters parody was so good. Like, I don't
That
know if
was.
I can hate this or love it. It was so dumb.
It was very silly. Yeah. I don't know what I expected from this, but I didn't expect this. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
I guess considering it was, an extra bonus episode, they couldn't really do any major plot stuff, So they just did a silly thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been, I think, slightly nice for, like, I didn't need too much plot. I would just like something more to like clean up loose ends, clarify it more. Instead, it was just even with the Ghostbusters. I liked it. I think it would have been good as a parody. I just don't understand why so much of it is just like everyone fucking with Matoy and being terrible to her. It was like that. It seems so out of character for so many of the characters, and just kind of uncomfortable. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
yeah, that's right. It was. Yeah, you're right. The characters just were like they wouldn't. It didn't seem like they would have done this in the rest of the series.
yeah.
Some they are.
Claire was kind of true to her early, where it's like, well, if my orders are to do it, but not by the end. where this takes place after. The
Yeah.
I loved when they're doing the like reading and Clarice just reads all completely deadpan with no care and Yogi's like, yeah, alright,
That
you
was
nailed it. It's like
yeah, that was good.
fucking
Mm.
summon the demon because Yuma's just knocking stuff over and the Pochi like has the being. It's like they unleashed it on purpose to fight it. Interesting. It's like no, that wasn't on purpose. That
Yeah,
was just.
that was yeah.
I also don't understand how Matoi's mom showed up to save them when Matoi's mom and her share the same god. Like, like she
I
has Matoi's mom's god. Where did that god come from? I can't.
don't know. I
Plot
just
holes. Plot holes in the joke episode. What will we do?
yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's because since she was trying to summon the thing, she accidentally summoned her mom instead because she got interrupted.
You know
I don't know.
what broke my suspension of disbelief and really ruined this episode the most for me?
What?
They're eating curry at breakfast.
Oh
What
yeah,
the fuck?
that is weird.
Who eats curry at breakfast?
That's weird.
And then what was with the dream sequence? They just threw in like so many different memes and cliches. It was this weird clusterfuck of some really good moments and some really awkward stuff.
Mm-hmm. It was yeah. Exactly right. It's just like a bunch of ideas they threw in. Just throwing all the jokes they could think of. I'm like, okay, that's a good enough episode. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, did you see the quick Supersonico cameo in the middle?
Yeah, when they're like doing the interviews. The
Yeah.
music for the idol section was pretty good. I like that song.
Yeah.
Good insert
I think
song.
I think it was the actual voice actors singing that.
Yeah, the animation was pretty good too in this episode,
Yeah.
even though it didn't need to be.
Yeah. It's like a well produced joke episode.
Yeah. I feel like it would have been better if it wasn't just them like being a dick to Matoi to rope her into everything.
Yeah. It's like if it had just been Yuma, that would have been believable. But it was everyone. It's like, that doesn't seem right.
I think I was just super uncomfortable with the fact that it's like you saved your mom from like this life in limbo, and now she's just using you for money. Like that just really makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, no.
Yeah. That was weird
I was
and
hoping
bad.
for something more fun. I'll just have to write my own like 5 year after reunion fanfic instead.
Definitely.
If the plot sucks, write it yourself.
Of course.
That's the name of the episode. If the plot sucks, write it yourself.
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah, the score was 666. That's all I have to say about this.
Yeah.
I think it matched.
Yeah. It's a fitting score.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.
I think I did.
I can add 0.66. I wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, I also scored it a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a fine thing.
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
we're finally
So
done
you-
with Matoi completely. There's no more.
Yep.
We don't have to.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice to have a bit more closure, but unfortunately it could have maybe been
Yeah.
a bit better
I
closure.
don't know. I kind of wish that they hadn't done this episode, honestly, because it's just like the ending of Matoi was so strong, really good, and then this is just like, this isn't what I'm looking for.
Yeah, no.
I wish it had been like you had said, with like a jumping ahead to see
Yeah.
where they were in the future.
I agree. Or if they added it like somewhere. I guess it's not supposed to be like an episode after, but the fact that they placed it after kind of makes it.
Yeah.
I like OVAs like the Show Bako ones where it's like they made 2 anime in that series and each anime of the OVA is just like a 1 episode of the shows they had made as if it were real and as an episode from it. I know the second episode of that OVA was super interesting and I wanted to see more, and it was a Kantai collection knockoff with girls flying planes.
Nice. Very good.
I actually really wanted to see that as a full anime. It looked interesting. The first one was kind of bad, but
Wow.
the first OVA episode, but
So yeah. Shall we move on to stuff we've been watching and reading.
Oh, I forgot to mention.
Oh,
I think the actual best point is when they're like, "Here's this guy, our driver." It's like, who is he?
it's
It's
like
like,
who?
oh, he was in like episode 2, and then you never saw him again.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
Because
I
I
did like
actually
that.
I had that moment of, wait, I know this guy. Where the fuck's he from again? When
Yeah.
they said that, I was like, oh, it's the guy who got possessed on the plane.
Oh, him. Wow,
Yeah. Oh
that's
boy.
funny.
Right. So, what did you watch or read this week?
I didn't watch too much. I did finish up Dagashi 2,
All
which
right.
was a pretty fun ending.
I heard some people saying that like it was weird that there is so little Hotaro and really noticeable, but as one of the strengths, this search bar is not working for me to get to Dagashi 2.
Yeah,
There
that's
we go.
I like when you hear that of like Dagashi without Hotaru. That sounds really weird, but also it was really good, kind of because
Somehow
of that.
worked. I think
Yeah,
it's because they use Hotaru too much to like shove fan service instead of like
yeah,
use
definitely.
her as a real character, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, it let them introduce a couple of new characters and to flesh out the old characters, so it like became a better show because of it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it also helps that the show focused less on Candy this time because like the first half of it was still kind of that, like the first season was, but then the
Yeah.
second half had a lot more just character stuff and
Yeah.
story.
Well, I know the manga, even though it has a lot of candy stuff, they do fit a lot of plot in with the candy, which, you
Hmm.
know, first season, if they'd done that instead of trying to drag out the extra time with fan service, it might have been alright.
Hmm.
Get some plot in instead, but
Yeah. And I'm kind of curious where this lines up with the manga because the ending of this seems like they could totally do his third season, but I don't know how much material is even left.
where the heck am I in the manga? I'm 49 chapters in, and Hotaru has not
Hmm.
disappeared yet, but there's also a
Okay.
lot of chapters that, like, I didn't see in any of the anime, so.
Hmm.
And it's still ongoing, it hasn't ended yet. I think there's over 100 chapters, so.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
I
Yeah.
definitely, the 40 chapters or so passes the first season, I'm pretty sure,
Hmm.
and all of that, so.
Okay. Yeah, I ended up a lot higher on the show than I started off at the beginning of the season.
Hmm.
Yeah. The other show I finished this week was Garo Vanishing Line. That's finally done.
Oh, yeah. How was the
Yeah.
finale to that?
It's actually kind of a weak ending,
Yeah.
unfortunately. It like there's a lot of like not quite Deus Ex Machina, but like they're doing a lot of hacking computers and virtual worlds and things just
Oh.
sort of happening with a shrug and like eh. And then like they had been building up pretty much the entire show to have the Golden Knight versus the Black Knight and have this big finale fight between them, and then it lasted like 30 seconds, or like
That's
not even.
kind of
It was,
depressing.
yeah, it was a bummer. So yeah, there's not a great ending.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh well.
I wonder if it directly leads into any of the other Garo stuff. Probably not.
Probably not. That it's at the end they actually start mentioning they like kind of make sideways references to other Garo anime and
Huh.
even show characters from one of them.
Hmm.
So it's weird. And the ending of it actually leaves it open that like maybe there could be a sort of sequel to this.
Hmm.
So I don't know. It would be interesting.
Maybe that's the plan, and that's why it ended kind of weakly. Maybe they'll have a movie or something.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. That would be kind of cool. I'd watch that because the way it sets it up is it seems like it's suggesting that the girl Sophie is gonna join the Makai alchemists and fight demons and stuff.
Hmm.
Because she had been a pretty central character in all this, but she wasn't able to fight him because she's just like a 15-year-old girl or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would totally watch more Sophie stuff. She's good.
So let's.
Yeah.
We can see if she is in any other stuff. Nope, just
Oh yeah.
Vanishing Line, not any of the other
Mm.
Garo stuff.
Uh,
Too bad.
so yeah, I'd totally watch a sequel to this.
Is that
I doubt they're actually gonna make it though.
probably not. Is that all
Yeah.
the anime you watch?
No, I did watch another episode of Darwin and the Franks.
How is that now?
Eh, I'm still a week an episode behind, so I watched episode 11. There's 12 out now, but and then 11 they focused on characters, and I just don't care about most of those characters, so it was a boring episode to me.
12
It's
is
like
where we
here's this
hope the
guy.
turning point happens. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I'm thinking that the show isn't going to have a turning point. It's just going to be this average thing.
that could happen.
Yeah,
Could
I don't know.
I still need to catch up. There's so many anime I need to catch up on.
Then there was one other thing I did watch this week, and there was a new anime. It's Pretty Derby. I watched because first 2 episodes of that are up on Crunchyroll. They went up yesterday, so I watched those last night. And that show is better than it has any right to be. First, like such a dumb idea. It's actually pretty fun.
I haven't gotten a chance to watch them yet. I can't
Yeah.
wait. Hearing it's actually pretty good is exciting.
Yeah. Also, you'll like this, but it seems like it might be kind of gay, but I don't know.
Yay.
I can't tell if it's actually going to go in that direction.
Well,
It's just going to
about
be.
sports. Sports are pretty yay. Let's be real here.
Yeah, but it's also an idol show, so they.
Idol
those-
shows are also pretty yay. Like, sports
Well, I
anime
feel like-
and idol anime are both pretty yay usually.
I don't know. I feel like idol animes tend to add it, whoever, which is. I don't know. I don't like that too much, but eh.
It's gay in a way to attract the male gaze.
Yeah. Yeah, that show, it's pretty good. I'm liking it. Like, I'm actually excited to see more of it.
You
I was
have to
ready
wait,
to-
don't you? Because the 2 first episodes came out at once, so that probably means next week will just be they're both going to the public, and then
I don't know, because there was an announcement last week that they were starting with a 1 hour special, and so that's why it was 2 episodes at once.
okay,
So it might be a regular broadcast schedule after that.
yeah, that's possible.
And
But then it
God.
ends. It'd probably end really early in the season, maybe, unless if it does 13 episodes and would end
Yeah,
where 12 would be.
yeah, it'll probably be 13, I bet.
Yeah.
And man, I just love that the characters are all named after actual racing horses.
Silent Suzuka special.
Yeah.
I'm sad there's no potato. Potato.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be like some cameo. Like, that's
Maybe.
potatoes.
There's been a lot of characters introduced, so it's very possible that they will have potato.
Well, it's
Very
based off a
possible.
mobile game, so who knows? Anything is possible.
Yeah.
So you read any manga this week?
No, I'm not reading this week. That was all the stuff I watched.
Alright.
What about you?
So I actually watched a decent amount this week.
Yeah.
I watched more Yomushi Pedal.
Mm-hmm.
It got really weird, but it's still good. There's just 2 really muscle-obsessed freaks, and it's like kind of uncomfortable how much they talk about how much they love muscles while panting heavily and going like shrieking like, "Ha muscles!" It's like, oh boy, oh boy, I'm not okay with this.
Yeah.
It's one thing to scream that everything's gross and like crack your back and shed off your body in some eldritch horror thing. It's another thing to try and grope someone's muscles while you're racing them.
Yeah.
Besides that, though, watched another episode of Takonomi. I am learning far too much about Japanese alcohol than I care to admit. Far too much. I also watched the last half of Ramen Daisuke Koizumi-san.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that good.
Oh.
At first it started off looking like it might end up growing into more plot and more of them hanging out together. It didn't. It actually did the opposite. It started focusing on random groups of people who weren't even the main characters, just talking about ramen, and I was like, what the fuck?
Huh. That's weird.
Episode 10 was really funny, though, because they really focus heavily, especially in the beginning, on how creepy Yu's stalking of Koizumi is. And, like, they do it in such a good way that it's creepier than any of the Junji Ito episodes. Like, it's legitimately a better horror than any of the Junji Ito episodes. It was so dumb.
Dang.
And that says something. So I finished that.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I needed something to kill time. And mellow out, too, because it is good for that, for just, like, zoning out. I watched the first episode just at random of Shining Hearts. She always
Yeah.
say no pan. All I understand is it's a fantasy world where everyone is obsessed with this guy's bread. I could tell
Oh.
immediately it was based off a visual novel, like a game. The
Yeah.
girls, there's three different girls. Obviously, all have their own roots, and they're all obsessed with this guy's bread and getting everyone to love his bread. And they talk about making his bread with their love. And I'm like, let's hope it's not Shimanetta's style of cooking with love.
Oh.
But yeah, it was pretty mediocre and middling. But the
Oh.
soundtrack was fantastic. Like, I'm like, it does not have a right to have this good music. What the fuck? So, yeah,
At least it has some redeeming quality.
I watched that randomly on my laptop while sitting by the oven cooking a depression pizza at like 11 p.m.
Oh.
Oh, I just call it a depression pizza because you're making an entire pizza at 11 p.m. It's like something's gone wrong.
Yeah.
Something's gone wrong in your life. It's like the stew pickles where it's like I've lost control of my life. That meme, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's about all I watched. But I also read some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. Last episode was 20. New Boku no Hyo chapter and new Hunter x Hunter chapter, both good. The Hunter x Hunter chapter, I'm so excited for more. It's going back on hiatus.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I saw that.
They announced it on April Fool's, so maybe it's not. Maybe they're just fucking everyone because they know everyone's like, damn it, not again. I can't
don't know,
tell, but
I feel like the Hunter x Hunter fan base is so used to hiatus
just
by now
like-
that like it's not even a good joke to do.
yeah, but I mean,
Everyone just goes like, oh yeah, of course.
I hope Tagashi gets better. Like, if he's still not in a good place to be trying to continue to write it.
Mm-hmm.
Fully understandable. There's
Yeah.
some new chapters of Jahi-sama wa Kuji Kanai translated. There was a new character introduced who's basically Satania from Gabriel Dropout. Like, she's just an idiot who's like, I'm gonna usurp her throne. I've got magic to make me 30 times more powerful, and then like drops it, and a dog looks in, gets 30 times as big, and just mauls her. Dumb stuff. And she's like, save me from the dog, to just like random people passing by. Her design's cute though. That manga's still silly. I just started checking out a manga called Wakusai Closet. Alone in the Planet. It's some weird psychological thing. Every time this girl goes to sleep, she wakes up on another planet where this other girl is trapped. And there's like weird snake things that are trying to infect people, and they can travel back and forth between the worlds too, and like items start getting brought back and forth, and there's like this overarching plot that's starting to come out. It's really interesting and cool and dark and fucked up. It makes me uncomfortable because worm things living in people I'm not okay with.
Yeah.
But
Ooh. That does sound kind of cool though.
and then the other thing, I binged all of Shikabane Cherry. It was just a random shoujo I picked up about a girl who gets turned into a zombie
Oh.
and trying to date a guy while hiding the fact she's a zombie. Halfway through, they just threw the curveball of, oh yeah, this one character is trans too, and they handle it so perfectly. I was like, this is
Yeah.
literally some of the best trans representation I've ever seen. Like, there's even the part where she like ends up being forced to like wear masculine stuff to school and stuff, and like the girl who's turned into a zombie still just refers to her as like a she. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, holy shit.
Oh, that's really good.
And they don't use it for like shock value really.
Yeah.
And at the end, kind of is like, nah, fuck that, I'm doing this for myself. I'm a fight people. I'll do it anyways. And then,
Cool.
yeah, so that was a fun read. It ended kind of
Yeah.
abruptly, but understandably,
Mm-hmm.
because it had to end. And that's about it for reading.
Oh.
That's all I'm into. We kind of shot
Yeah.
through today's episode.
Yeah.
Eh,
And quick.
Our new order of stuff messed with us. We didn't have too much news, even though there's a lot
Yeah.
of news. It's just hard to tell what's real or not.
Yeah.
April Fools, so
Also-
it's like,
Yeah. I saw a lot of news this week coming out. Sakura Con Anime Boston, I think it was, but it
Yeah.
was mostly like Blu-ray announcements and release dates, and not really anything super interesting to put in.
yeah,
Our
lots of
news.
just like interview questions. So like, they said this, and I was like, okay, that's interesting, but that's not really super news.
Yeah. So a lot of interesting little tidbits out there, but not that much to put in.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this season. Just, we talked about what we're gonna do next season already. We're gonna try Key the Metal Idol and Chemical DX.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
if one was bad or we didn't think we'd last the whole season, we were gonna drop one and just swap to another show. So
Yeah.
that'll probably be Chemical DX if that happens. But
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that show will be great. Who knows?
oh, I did watch one other thing. I rewatched
Oh.
some of Tanaka Kunizai's List List with some friends, and it was really chill.
Oh.
But I
Cool.
did it late at night. And that show you should not watch late at night. It makes you tired. It's infectious. The listlessness.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Wouldn't it be good to watch late at night if it makes you tired? Because then you go to sleep.
Not when you're watching with people, because then you just
Oh.
pass out on the music. Sorry.
Oh, well, I guess that's right. That's
By
true.
yourself, it's real chill.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah.
yeah, I don't really have much more. We kind of
Yeah, me either.
went through it
Didn't-
fast. I didn't randomly sidetrack us every 10 seconds. I feel
Yeah.
I did my job.
Yeah. And I don't know. I guess I feel like the Guns N' Roses Matoy just didn't have much to really talk about. Those episodes were
It's just kinda like-
pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this episode was depressing, and this episode was just kind of like a giant gag.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Summing them up.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
If only I had written that alternate ending to Matoy. Could just act it out.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
I'm sure that would be a great idea. Not at all
Okay with it.
embarrassing.
I'm not okay with that. Hire other people to do it.
Yeah. Live dramatic reading of your fanfic.
God, it's like when people went around with that AGDQ fanfic and were like, hey, read this out loud to the stream. That
Oh,
was
God.
an awkward time.
Yeah. Oh, God. I had forgotten about the GDQ fanfic.
Jesus Christ. I'm sure we're there.
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, now I'm going to Google it.
Oh, God.
Speedrun My Heart. I think that's the one.
Such a good name. Holy shit.
Yeah, that is. It's good.
God.
I think that's the only one.
Remember, kids, speedrunning is anime. Oh, anime stuff. I beat Knights of Azure too, which is an anime game, so...
Yeah.
I only got the bad end, so... It felt really kind of abrupt. I'm doing New Game Plus, and I'm meeting the requirements for the good end, and for the secret end credit scene. If you really romance everyone, so... Gonna do that. Let's see how that is, and then... Well, I have to finish my live stream of it. I haven't been live streaming. It's been not a good time for it. Just stuff to do. Can't get the time. So hopefully soon. And then I want to pick up more of Gust's games. Like I do want to pick up what's it called?
Blue Reflection?
Yes, which I found out. If you pre-ordered Blue Reflection on PS4 and Knights of Azure 2, you got alternate costumes for each other.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't get those. And there's also a Fatal Frame 5 costume out for the first 2 months on the Switch port. I missed it because I didn't get my Switch till like right after it was gone. It's one of the first games I got for it, but I'm hoping that's a hint that Fatal Frame 5 might be getting a port over to the Switch. That'd be cool.
That would be.
Because I still don't have that game, and buying it on the Wii U seems pointless with the chance of it coming on the Switch.
Yeah.
Good anime games. But yeah, I'll probably be getting into the Atelier series, because there's so many games, but they do like arcs that are like in the world, but kind of their own standalone story. And the current 3-game arc just ended on the newest game that just came out like this week, so I'll probably pick up the first one of those and start those. I like this. They're not too long. They're a lot of fun.
Cool. I had the same thought of maybe I would check out some of those games, because I think the third one in that arc just Steam a week ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 days ago. Not like it was
Yeah.
March 26th or 7th, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Cool.
anime games are anime too.
I don't think I played any anime games. Oh, I haven't really played anything this week. I tried to play something and it won't stop crashing every time I start it up, so
That's
I
depressing.
can't play it. Yeah.
I hate when that happens. I
Yeah.
had a game I
PC
had
games.
to mod, so it's using like Spanish Dreamcast files to run. It's a
Great.
nightmare. I can't figure out the settings because it's all in Spanish, but like half
Nice.
Spanish, half English, so it's just this mess of nonsense.
Oh, great.
Someone sent me like an English screenshot of the what the menu looks like, so I know what options what.
That's pretty important to know.
Yeah, so I can set my settings properly.
Hmm.
But I haven't done that yet, so
Yeah.
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 I think that's it for this week.
Yeah, I
Short
think so.
episode for our finale because we planned everything a week ahead.
Yeah.
We're smart. We think ahead.
Yeah.
That's cool. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone who stopped by for watching.
Yeah. Next
Check us
week we'll
out.
have Key the Metal Idol and Chemical DX episode 1 of each of those.
Yeah, and you can check us out in all the old episodes over on. Is it Shenanimegans.moe for the YouTube? Or is that for...
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
for the YouTube.
I
Yeah.
got it. And you can check out our Discord at shenanimegans.moe/discord.
Hmm.
And if you're watching us live right now, well, you know where to go for the stream, but if you're on YouTube, it's twitch.tv/SASAM, SASAM. So... I remembered the links for once. I
Yeah.
usually make you
Got
do
it.
them, but I've remembered.
Yeah.
I've learned. Are you proud of me?
Very proud.
What's the weeb thing people would say? Sensei or shisho? I don't know which is correct here.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't understand Japanese. I'm not one of those weebs that do.
Yeah. We're not big enough weebs for this.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Man, this is the end of our 4th season. So as of next
1
week, it'll be
year.
a full year. Yeah.
1 year. Exciting things. Exciting
Yeah.
stuff.
Happy birthday, Shenanimegans, I guess.
Woo. Well,
Almost.
we'll have to do that for next episode.
Yeah. You can put a like a birthday cake GIF on the stream the entire
Like
time.
our title. Find
Yeah.
some good weeb birthday stuff. It's not anime, but it got an animated film. But have you heard of Todd and the Book of Pure Evil?
No, I haven't.
It's like a jokey Canadian horror TV show. But they had an episode, The Death Day, and there's the Death Day cake that got bigger as someone stole people's birthdays and got older, and it would eat people. And we have the actual the actual prop they used in one of them. Because they had different size ones. So we have one of those here. I could just like webcam that thing and try to make it talk the whole time. I think it's one of the ones with a mouth. That'd be awkward.
Nice.
Maybe not. Don't ask how we got that prop. I don't know. I actually don't know. My brother just like dropped it off one day. I was like, alright, cool.
That's a weird thing to sound like on that.
We have like a full body monster cheerleader suit thing.
Oh.
Latex thing that like no one can fit into, but we just have. We just have a bunch of props from that show.
Yeah.
To my knowledge,
That's kind of cool.
To my knowledge, my brother did not actually work on the show. So,
That's
alright.
weird.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Shenanigans for this week.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah. See you next week.
Take care.
Bye-bye.